Hello, welcome to IELTS Resource Center podcast, where we dive deep into the world of IELTS preparation. I am Mr. George, your host, and I'm thrilled to bring your essential tips, strategies, and expert advice to help you reach your desired IELTS score. Today, I will be bringing to you interactive learning experience from IELTS Resource Center online coaching session. Stay tuned.
All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're tackling a beast in the IELTS reading section.
Oh, yeah.
Matching features questions.
Ooh, those are tricky.
They can be,
Yeah,
but, with the right approach,
absolutely.
they're definitely manageable. And to help us break down these questions,
Yes.
we're turning to the wisdom of IELTS expert Mr. George from the IELTS Resource Center.
I love Mr. George.
Me too.
Such great advice.
He's got a whole method for approaching these matching features questions, and it's helped countless students
Yeah.
boost their reading scores.
Yeah.
So to kick things off,
Yeah.
what is it about these matching features questions that makes them so tricky?
Well, first of all, they require a very specific type of reading. It's not like just leisurely reading a novel or something. You really have to be
Right.
scanning the passage
Laser focus.
for specific details. Yeah, laser focus is a great way to put it. And the IELTS folks, they love to throw in these curveballs, little distractors.
They're distracting.
Yeah, things that look important but are actually designed to lead you astray.
Like those optical illusions where you think you're seeing one thing,
Yes, exactly.
but it's actually something completely different.
Yes, like a trick.
Tricky.
And then there's the whole paraphrasing thing.
Oof, paraphrasing.
They love to use synonyms and different ways of expressing the same idea.
Right, so you can't just be
Well-
looking for the exact same words.
You can't.
You have to understand.
Yeah, you gotta understand the meaning.
The meaning behind the words, that's a whole other level.
It is. It's higher level comprehension.
Okay, so we've established these questions are tough.
Yeah,
They require a very specific skill set.
definitely.
So let's bring in Mr. George and his wisdom. How does he suggest we approach these matching features questions?
Well, he has this really clear step-by-step
I
method.
love a step-by-step method.
It's like a roadmap
Roadmap.
for success.
Yeah,
It helps you navigate those tricky matching features questions.
I'm ready. Let's break it down.
Okay. So, step one might seem obvious,
Okay.
but it's super important. Read the instructions carefully. It's like really carefully. You need to know, can a feature be used more than once?
Right.
What exactly are we matching?
So just understand the rules of the game.
Yes. Know the rules of the game before you start playing.
I like that. Okay, so step one, read the instructions. Got it.
Step two is to skim the passage for a general idea.
Okay.
Get a lay of the land before you start digging for treasure.
Big picture.
Yes, big picture.
Okay.
So you just want to get the main theme,
Right.
the structure of the passage.
Okay, so we're not reading in detail yet.
Not yet.
Just getting that bird's eye view.
Exactly.
Okay, I like it. So step one, read the instructions carefully. Step two, skim the passage for a general idea. What's next?
All right, now we get to the detective work.
Ooh, fun.
Step three is to analyze
Okay.
both the features list
Okay.
and the statements you're matching them to.
Okay.
Highlight keywords.
Keywords.
Yes, the most important words that carry the core meaning.
Got it.
Those are your guideposts.
Like our little clues.
Yes. Your clues in the matching features wilderness.
Love it.
And remember those synonyms and paraphrases we talked about?
Oh, right, of course.
So as you're highlighting,
Okay.
think about different ways those ideas
Yes.
might be expressed.
So we're already kind of thinking ahead.
Yes, be thinking ahead.
Okay.
Thinking like the test maker.
I like it. I like it. Okay, so we've read the instructions, we've skimmed the passage, we've highlighted those keywords, and we're thinking about synonyms and paraphrases. What's next?
Now it's time to dive back into the passage.
Okay.
Step 4 is all about scanning.
Scanning.
Yes.
Okay.
You're using those keywords as your searchlights.
Right.
You're not reading every word again.
Right.
You're just looking for your targets.
Target those keywords.
Yes. Or their sneaky synonyms.
Okay, so speed and accuracy are key here.
Yes. You're on a mission.
I like it.
You're on a mission.
Love it. Okay, so we've scanned the passage.
Right.
Using those keywords as our searchlights.
Yeah.
Now what?
Now comes the moment of truth.
Ooh. The moment of truth.
Step 5, matching the features to the statements.
Okay,
This is where it all comes together.
Okay.
Your understanding of the passage really comes into play.
I see.
Don't just rely on simple word matching.
Right.
You need to focus on the meaning.
The meaning.
Yes. Use logic to eliminate unlikely options.
So really engaging that critical thinking?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we're matching based on meaning, not just on those exact word matches.
Exactly.
Got it. And finally,
Step 6.
okay,
Always check and revise your answers.
makes sense.
Make sure they make sense in the context of the passage.
Right.
That you haven't missed any important details.
So just double check our work.
Yes, double check your work.
Make sure everything aligns.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got Mr. George's 6-step method.
We do.
Read the instructions, skim the passage, highlight keywords, scan for those keywords, and their synonyms match based on meaning, and then double check our work.
You got it.
Seems pretty straightforward when you break it down like that.
It does. But, theory is one thing.
Right.
Actually seeing it in action
This is a whole other
is
thing.
another thing.
Yeah, do you think maybe we could walk through a real example
Absolutely.
just to see how these steps work in practice?
Yes. I have a great example.
Oh, perfect.
Mr. George uses it all the time.
Okay.
It features some famous Nigerian entrepreneurs.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
It's very engaging.
I'm ready. I got my detective hat on.
All right, so the passage focuses on 3 incredible individuals.
Okay.
Ngozi Okeke-Chikadadayo
Okay.
and Amaka Balogun.
All right, so we've got Ngozi Chaik and Amaka.
Yes. They've each made significant contributions to Nigerian society,
Awesome.
but in different fields.
Okay, so we've got our cast of characters.
We do?
And what does the matching features question ask us to do?
It wants us to match each individual
Right.
with their specific accomplishment.
Okay.
For example, one statement might focus on advocating for children's rights,
Okay.
another on developing cutting-edge technology for financial transactions,
Got it.
and a third on pioneering sustainable farming practices.
Ooh, okay. So we've got children's rights, technology, and farming.
Yes, you got it.
Those are going to be some of our keywords.
Those are our keywords.
Awesome.
And as we scan the passage,
Yes.
we're going to be looking for those keywords
right.
or their clever disguises.
Synonyms and paraphrases.
Yes, synonyms and paraphrases.
Love it. It's like a treasure hunt.
It is.
But instead of gold, we're looking for those linguistic nuggets.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm excited to see how this plays out.
I think you're going to enjoy this example.
Right. Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's get matching.
let's get matching. You know what's really cool about Mr. George's method?
What's that?
It's not just about finding the right answers. It's about really understanding the passage.
Oh, yeah. Like deeply understanding it.
Yeah, it's like he's teaching you to think like the IELTS test makers.
Oh, wow. Get inside their heads.
Exactly. He wants you to see those patterns and connections that they're using.
Okay. So it's not just a surface level scan.
No, it's
Yeah.
deeper than that.
It's about.
It's about analyzing the relationship between ideas,
Okay.
the way language is used,
I see.
really understanding the structure of the passage.
So it's like you're becoming a more sophisticated reader overall.
You are.
Not just for the IELTS, but for everything.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it. It's a skill that you can take with you.
I like that. That's a great takeaway. And speaking of things that can trip us up,
Yeah.
those distractors.
Oh, yes.
We talked about them before.
Those sneaky little things.
Yeah. How do we avoid falling into those traps?
Well, Mr. George, he says one of the best ways to spot a distractor
Okay.
is to really pay attention to the keywords.
In both the features list.
Yes, both the features list and the statements.
Okay.
You have to be meticulous.
So it's like comparing two images.
Yes, exactly.
Looking for those subtle differences.
You've got it.
Okay.
So let's say, for example, one of the features is innovations in renewable energy.
Okay. Renewable energy.
Okay.
Got it.
And one of the statements mentions a company developing new technologies for oil extraction.
Ooh. Okay. So they both relate to energy,
They do. They both relate to energy and
but
technology.
they're very different.
But very different.
All right. One's renewable, one's not.
Exactly. So that would be a distractor.
I see. It's trying to trick us.
It's trying to trick you. It's using similar vocabulary. It's
Yeah.
touching on a related topic.
But it's not a match.
But it's not a perfect match.
So we have to be very precise with our keywords.
You have to be precise.
Don't let those seemingly related ideas lead us astray.
Don't get tricked.
Okay, got it. And Mr. George also talks about the importance of context,
Yes, context is crucial.
right? Because sometimes a word can have multiple meanings,
It can.
depending on how it's used.
Exactly.
Right, so we need to look at the surrounding words
Yes. The surrounding sentences
to make sure
to understand the meaning.
the meaning is correct.
Yes.
Okay, so we're not just looking at isolated words.
No.
We're looking at the whole picture.
The whole picture.
Got it. This is making a lot more sense now.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
It feels like everything's starting to click into place.
That's great. And remember, practice makes perfect.
Right. Of course, practice is key.
The more you practice these skills,
Yes,
the better you'll get at it.
absolutely. And speaking of practice,
Yes.
I know you mentioned that Mr. George uses a lot of real-life examples.
I do?
Could we maybe go back to that scenario with the Nigerian entrepreneurs?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
See how his method applies to a specific question.
Okay, so imagine the features list includes
Okay.
A, advocate for educational reform,
Okay, education reform.
B, pioneering sustainable agricultural practices,
Sustainable agriculture. Got it.
and C, developing innovative fintech solutions.
Tech solutions.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are our features.
Those are our features.
What about the statements we're matching them to?
All right, here are 3 statements. 1, founded an organization providing free coding classes to underprivileged youth.
Okay, free coding class.
2, created a mobile app that connects farmers directly with consumers, eliminating the need for middlemen.
Okay, interesting.
And 3, transformed the way people access financial services in rural communities.
Okay, wow. So we've got education, agriculture, and finance.
We do.
I can already see some potential connections,
You can.
but I also see some potential distractors in there.
You do. It's tricky, isn't it?
It is. It's tricky. So how would we approach this using Mr. George's 6-step method?
Remember, step 1,
Read the instructions.
read the instructions.
Carefully.
Carefully. Make sure you understand what you're being asked to do.
Right. Could we use a feature more than once? All that good stuff.
Exactly. All of that.
Okay. Then we would skim the passage.
Skim the passage.
Get a general idea of who these people are.
Yes, get to know them a little bit.
What they've accomplished.
Exactly.
Right.
Then what would you do?
Then I would highlight those keywords
Highlight the keywords.
in both the features list and the statements.
Yes.
So for example, for feature A, advocate for educational reform,
Yes.
I would highlight advocate and educational reform.
Exactly.
And for statement 1,
Okay.
founded an organization providing free coding classes to underprivileged youth.
Yes.
I would highlight organization free coding classes and underprivileged youth.
You got it.
Okay,
You're identifying those key elements.
right. Those are our clues.
Your clues.
And then we would scan the passage,
Scan the passage.
looking for those keywords.
Yes.
Or their synonyms.
Or their sneaky synonyms.
So, for example, instead of educational reform,
Okay.
the passage might say improving access to education
Right.
or transforming the education system.
You're thinking like a pro.
I'm trying.
You're doing great.
Okay, so we've located all the relevant information.
Right.
Now comes the matching part.
The moment of truth.
This is where it gets tricky.
This is where your understanding of the passage really comes into play.
Right.
Remember, it's not just about matching words.
It's about meaning,
It's about meaning.
connecting the dots.
Connecting the dots.
Okay, so looking at our example,
Okay.
I think statement 1, founded an organization providing free coding classes to underprivileged youth.
Yes.
That seems to align with feature A, advocate for educational reform.
I agree.
Even though it doesn't explicitly say educational reform,
Right.
providing free coding classes to underprivileged youth,
Yeah.
that's advocating for change in the education system.
Absolutely.
Okay. What about statement 2?
Okay. Let's look at statement 2.
Created a mobile app that connects farmers directly with consumers, eliminating the need for middlemen.
Right.
That sounds like feature B,
It does, doesn't it?
pioneering sustainable agricultural practices.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because by eliminating the need for middlemen,
Okay.
the app is probably supporting local farmers,
Right.
promoting fair trade practices.
It's all about sustainability.
Exactly.
You got it.
Okay. And then statement 3, transform the way people access financial services in rural communities.
Okay.
That seems like a clear match for feature C. Developing innovative fintech solutions.
Yes. Because fintech is all about
Technology and finance.
technology and financial services.
Perfect. So we've matched them all up.
You have.
I feel good about this.
You should. You did a great job.
It's like solving a puzzle.
It is.
But the reward is not just getting the right answer.
No.
It's also learning about these amazing people.
Exactly. And that's what Mr. George is all about.
Yeah, it's not just about passing the IELTS.
No.
It's about becoming a better reader,
Yes.
a better thinker.
Exactly. A more informed citizen of the world.
Love it. I love it.
Now, before we wrap up,
Okay.
there's one more important element that Mr. George always stresses.
Oh, what's that?
It's time management.
Oh, time management, of course.
Yeah, it's so important for the IELTS.
It's like the hidden challenge.
It is. You can know all the strategies,
Right.
but if you can't apply them quickly,
Under pressure.
you're not going to do well.
So true. So how does Mr. George recommend we manage our time?
He has some great tips.
Okay, lay them on me.
First of all, don't get stuck on one question.
Yeah.
If you're struggling,
Yeah.
move on.
Come back to it later.
Exactly. Don't waste time.
Right.
You have a limited amount of time for the whole reading section.
So we have to be strategic.
You have to be strategic.
Okay.
He also recommends practicing your scanning skills.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Scanning is so key for these questions.
It is. It's all about speed and accuracy.
The faster you can scan,
Yes.
the more time you'll have to actually answer the questions.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So practice scanning.
Got it.
Any other tips?
Yes. Familiarize yourself with different types of matching features questions.
Okay.
The IELTS can throw you a few curveballs.
Right. Different formats, different styles.
Exactly.
So the more we practice, the more prepared we'll be.
Exactly. The
Yeah.
more you see,
Yeah.
the more comfortable you'll be.
It's like anything else, the more you do it,
Yeah.
the easier it gets.
Exactly.
Okay. So we've got don't get stuck on one question.
Mhm.
Practice scanning and familiarize yourself with different question types.
Yes. Those are Mr. George's top time management tips.
Awesome. I feel much better equipped now.
Good. I'm glad. And remember, you know these skills.
Yeah.
They're not just for the IELTS.
Right.
They can help you in so many areas of life.
Absolutely.
Whether you're researching for a project,
Right.
analyzing a report,
Yeah.
even just reading the news online.
It's all about finding information quickly and efficiently.
Exactly.
Okay, so Mr. George has given us the tools.
He has.
Now it's up to us to put them into practice.
Yes, practice makes perfect.
It really does.
Yeah,
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive.
it has.
Thank you so much for breaking down these matching features questions
You're welcome.
and for sharing Mr. George's wisdom with us.
Oh, he's a wealth of knowledge.
He really is. To all our listeners out there,
Yes,
remember, you can do this.
you can.
The IELTS is tough,
It is.
but with the right strategies and a lot of practice,
And some expert guidance.
you can achieve your goals.
Absolutely.
We believe in you.
We do.
And if you're looking for that extra support,
Yes,
check out Mr. George's online coaching program.
it's fantastic.
He's got everything you need to succeed.
He does.
All right, that's it for today's deep dive.
Until next time,
Happy studying, everyone.
happy studying, Vigor Crew.
Achieve your IELTS goals with Mr. George. Get ready for IELTS success with personalized guidance from Mr. George Expert Coaching at IELTS Resource Center. With years of experience and passion for teaching, they provide tailored strategies, practical exercises, and real-time feedback to help you reach your target band score. Subscribe now to access exclusive materials, personalized coaching, and flexible online sessions that fit within your schedule. This is your chance to learn from the best and confidently for every session of the IELTS exam. For more information, call or WhatsApp us at 09052964864 or 07083458307.